meaning that the American consumer is not paying more for their goods off the get-go from artificially increasing the price
But
of goods
when
such as
isn't that
tariffs
just
do.
also
So
giving
that
free
does the
money to
same
the
exact
rich?
thing. That does the same exact thing that tariffs would do, but it wouldn't cause inflation for the average American, and it wouldn't reduce our own exports.
See, this is where the part I disagree. I think that if we do that, it's just giving money right to the rich. And they're just going to take half of it and they're going to give the other half. Will it make inflation go down? Sure. Or we could do it through tariffs and make people compete evenly. And
So,
that
so
way,
you
no
said
one's
it's
just
giving
getting
money to the
handed
rich.
money. No
Yeah,
one's,
so I'm fine with handing massive corporations money if, right, that's predicated
but they're
on
not
an.
working hard for that money.
I wish that you'd let me finish.
Okay.
I'm okay with handing corporations money if it's predicated on an agreement that must be directly reinvested back into the productive capacities to hire more people so Americans are paying lower prices and getting paid more. Like I'm fine with that. Like I'm so totally fine with like subsidies for corporations that would require them to necessarily reinvest it back into the company.
And how would that be done? Where would we get that money from? From the American people,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, you
So
get that from like
The
taxpayer
poor
dollars.
people are spending their money to fund the rich people for other people's jobs. I don't think that's fair.
Okay, so you have not followed or tracked a single thing that I said. Once again,
Okay.
so
Dude,
I
I've
once again,
explained it.
I did like once again, you're saying that this is just poor people funding money to rich people, right? So once again, right, the idea that I'm describing here, the subsidization of corporate America, isn't putting money into the pockets of rich people. It's putting money into the hands of rich people that they then must necessarily reinvest back into these companies to increase their productive capacities to sell their goods for lower costs. And yeah, I'm totally fine with taking the taxpayer's dollar, reinvesting it back so they pay less for goods, and there's more jobs being provided to the average everyday American. It is like literally what trickle down economics was supposed to be, right? And like the way that the Republicans have failed with the deployment of this policy is instead of like offering this as a subsidy to companies with requirements to reinvest it into a particular fashion, they instead just offer them as tax cuts so the ultra wealthy can pull them out insofar as stock buybacks to make themselves richer, right? But she left, she ran away. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our next guest. Yo, Bill, thank you so much for the $2 over on YouTube Super Chat. I do really appreciate you for the love. She ran away. The guest ran away. Good riddance. Good riddance. Bye bye. I guess they're just terrified of me because I'm smarter than them. I understand. It's a scary, scary thing. We got a loser on the line, quite frankly. Then Kenneth, thank you so much for the £5 over on YouTube Super Chat. If you're watching the stream and you do want to support the stream, feel free to support me through the link to my PayPal in the bio of my TikTok account, which is my link tree. If you don't have PayPal and you want to support the stream, you could support over on YouTube Super Chat. What is going on, Tommy? Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, no, sir.
I do appreciate you for joining, man. You're awesome. I do appreciate you. We're just going to get that next debate going right now. And yo, holy crap, Janet with the $100 YouTube Super Chat. Holy crap, Janet. That is literally so incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much for the love, Janet. At least 1,000 Janets in all of the live chats. Janet has been coming in here every single day and just showing up and showing out. We all love you here, Janet. Love out to FOCO. Thank you for the love. Janet says, so pleased there are people out here like you. Love you, kid. Come to FOCO. Would love to meet you. Dude, Janet, I got to go to FOCO. I got to do it. Thank you for the love. What is going on, Chill Guy? Did you vote for Trump?
What's up, man? Yeah, I did.
All right. Why did you vote for the worst president of your life? You're on pause, man, unless I can't hear you unless you can see me. And you're back now, so restart.
Oh, my apologies. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, so restart.
Oh, okay.
Why did you vote for Trump?
Can I ask, like, why? What do you have against him?
He is the worst president of my life, of your lifetime too. Not only because of his shit, poor economic policy that is actively harming America, causing the stock market to go into a free fall, destroying global relations, and harming anybody making under $395,000 per year. But it's also the case that he's an adjudicated rapist, a 34-count felon that has called for the explicit ethnic cleansing of the Gaza Strip, that is pro-Putin, pro-Russia, and an actual Kremlin NPC.
You feel me? All right. You put up a good argument.
And they left. And they literally left. They literally ran away. They said, you put up a good argument, and they left. So we're going to guess. I guess we're going to get that next guess up here. Just give us a minute. Go ahead and drop a MAGA for me down below in that live chat. They literally left. What is up, KH? Did you vote for Trump?
Oh.
I'm going to go to take that as a no, guys. Go ahead and drop a MAGA for me down below in that comment section, y'all, if you do want to come up and debate. We got Zaddy. Loaded up in. I'm not going to call him that. Hey, Zaddy, you vote for... I can't do that, bro. We're going to call him something else. What should I call you? I'm not calling you that.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what should I call you?
My name is Zasher.
Zasher. Okay.
Yeah.
Zasher. Why did you vote for Trump?
I voted for him just because I didn't like Biden.
Okay. Well, Biden wasn't running for the presidency. Kamala Harris was. So
I mean, they're both one and the same, but
apparently. So why didn't you like Biden or Harris since they're literally the same person?
so if you don't mind, Dean, I actually saw your debates on Jubilee. Was it Jubilee?
Yeah.
And I respect you a lot. I really liked
I appreciate that.
what you had to say. I'm at core, I'm not a Republican at all. But when I saw it, it was really cool what you were saying. I just wanted to ask, are you at heart a Democrat?
I'd say a little bit further left than a Dem. I'm a little bit further left than a Dem. I don't have a label for my political ideology right now because I'm not like an institutional Democrat. I'm also not a leftist. I'm a little bit in between. So I'm in a weird place right now. But that aside, I've waited. Or I wanted to know why you voted for Trump. You said it's because you didn't like Biden or Harris. So why didn't you like Kamala Harris?
A lot of it is because I'm a big supporter of like Palestine, but now I see that it's not good.
Do I need to say anything? Do you regret your vote?
Do I regret my vote? I just think I'm a voter that believes that they're both parties are the same intrinsically.
You better stop.
Huh?
You can't call yourself pro-Palestine and then say 1.4 million Palestinians is getting ethnically cleansed.
Brother, this started with
Palestinians is not getting ethnically cleansed.
Bro, this started with the Harris or Biden administration.
Yeah, if you think that the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians started under Biden and Harris, not only are you not pro-Palestinian, you're just simply not educated on the history of the conflict. This did not start in 2021. Seemingly, I need you to be more educated on these things.
That's not what I'm saying.
And I need you to gain a better understanding of the world around you, especially when you like label yourself such as things as pro-Palestinian.
Wait,
okay,
Dean, hold up. I'm not trying to attack. I hope you come from a place of understanding.
Okay, listen, I can try to come from a place of understanding. In fact, we'll do that now. But I just ultimately know that I will not understand you. But how about this? I will try to come from a place of understanding. So please explain to me so I can understand why you think that a vote for Donald Trump was one and the same as a vote for Kamala Harris as it related towards pro-Israel policy and orientations. Okay? I think that those two positions are very different. Because although Kamala Harris was pro-Palestine, and that's something I very much so disagreed with, it is the case that Donald Trump was significantly more, pro-Israel. She was pro-Israel, and I disagreed with that, not pro-Palestine. She was pro-Israel. It was the case that Donald Trump was significantly more pro-Israel than Kamala Harris, insofar as he unpaused weapon shipments of 3,000-pound bombs. He called himself the most pro-Israel president our country's ever had, and he literally detailed an explicit plan to personally own and ethnically cleanse the Gaza Strip.
Okay, so when it comes to this, I know that the history spans like damn near a century. But during the Biden administration, there was I just think a lot of the wording around Palestine when asked, and the censorship during it as well when asked, it was like, no, we're gonna support Israel. We're gonna support Israel. And when you say like I'm not a Palestinian supporter. I'm a student at UCLA, and I was there during the encampments and all of that stuff. And seeing like firsthand, like, damn, bro, like no one's here to help us like during this time, and they were like here to fight us, like students trying to protest.
Okay, I'm serious, man. Did you listen to a single thing that I said?
No, that's what I'm saying. What you're saying is valid. I'm not arguing with you. That's why I'm like,
wait. So the conclusion that Donald Trump is significantly worse for Palestinians is valid?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and well, so
you asked me why.
So the consequential logic.
Voted.
So the logical entailment of that would be is that no, right? The MAGA and Kamala Harris's campaign were not one and the same as it would relate towards policy in Israel and Palestine.
Yeah, but Dean, what did you ask me? You asked, why did you vote for Trump?
Okay, so if you're pro-Palestinian and you voted for Trump for Palestine, and you understand that Trump is worse for Palestine, I'm
Okay,
confused.
okay, Dean, again, are we a product of our experiences?
I'm not going to answer that question. I want you to tell me which proposition I've wrong here. You're pro-Palestinian,
Wait,
right?
why aren't you gonna
No,
answer the question?
because I don't even know what it meant. Just you're pro-Palestinian, right?
Yes.
Okay. You voted for Trump because of Palestine, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think that my conclusion that Trump is worse for Palestine was valid, right?
Uh-huh.
How could you vote for Trump because you're pro-Palestinian while also thinking that Trump was worse for Palestinians than Kamala Harris?
Okay, because during the Biden administration, when I was at these encampments for both UCR, UCLA, my brothers, my friends, they all got like I had a friend that had his ear blown off with a rubber bullet. So seeing this again, being a product of my experience, seeing that during this Biden administration, having like military aid to go against students, I came to the conclusion that oh, maybe this isn't the best administration if they're gonna support Israel or go against the students themselves.
Okay, so let me make this clear. Okay, harassment of students on encampments on college, in colleges in America is worse than the ethnic cleansing of 1.4 million Palestinians. And by the way, this is a false dichotomy because it implies that there wouldn't be harassment of pro-Palestinian individuals under a Trump administration when he said he literally wanted to deport them.
What again? So what I'm saying is, when he was talking, it was more so like, huh, maybe there could be change, rather than going down the same path. It's like, why go down?
I just don't know what's going on. You understand that like Donald Trump literally campaigned on deporting pro-Palestinian protesters, removing them from America.
Yeah, it was like deporting like illegal the
No,
non-immigrants
no,
that are
no, no,
from.
no, 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 no. American citizens that he labeled as pro-Hamas.
When I saw it, I didn't see because he can't deport an American citizen, but it was like if you break the law and
He can't. He
then
campaigned on a lot of things that he can't fucking do. Remember when he campaigned on the religious persecution of Muslim individuals when he wanted to place a ban on all new Muslim individuals coming into America in 2015? What
uh-huh.
about that? What about that one? And man, so you told me that you want me to try to understand you. I cannot understand you saying that you're pro-Palestinian and you voted for Trump because of Palestine, although you also recognize that he was worse for Palestine. That's like me saying that like I am pro I am anti-murder, okay? I'm anti-violent crime and I voted for Kamala Harris because I'm anti-violent crime, but I think that Kamala Harris will cause more violent crime than Donald Trump. Do you understand that?
I understand what you're saying, dude,
And do
but
you understand how that's like a direct contradiction? That's like me saying, I want a wife, therefore I'm going to break up with my girlfriend. Okay? I want to live on the beach, therefore I'm going to move to Colorado. Okay? I want
um
more money, therefore I'm going to burn every dollar to my name. I'm pro-Palestine, therefore I'm going to vote for Trump, even though I thought he was worse for Palestine.
so, yeah, so the things that the comparisons you're making are valid. I understand what you're saying. I just think what you're failing to understand, from my side at least, is let me bring an analogy up then. Let's say for 4 days straight, you're entering a room. In that room, every day you enter, you get shot. Second day you enter, you get shot. Third day you enter, you get shot. Fourth day you enter, you get shot. Basically, I'm defining insanity. So I'm explaining my ideology behind it. So my mindset was okay, 4 years straight, it's been support Israel, support Israel, support Israel. Silencing, censorship, and whatnot. Not really seeing anything in the pro-Palestinian sphere. I'm seeing like NBA players getting banned from the NBA for being pro-Palestinian. I'm just seeing a lot of censorship around it. Now I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, fuck it. Let me do 4 more years of this. Why? Because God knows why. I'm insane, so let me just fall into 4 more years of the same presidency. That was more so my like ideal behind it. not that, oh, I love Trump, let me fondle him. It was just I didn't want to fall into insanity, if that makes sense.
Okay. I'm going to reframe your hypothetical scenario you gave me there in a way that's going to demonstrate the point that I'm trying to communicate. So you've walked into a door for the last 4 days, and every single time you've walked into that door, you've got shot once. Now, on the 5th day, you're finally presented with an option, and you have a second door. But you're told if you walk into that second door, you're going to get shot twice. So on this 5th day, are you going to walk into the door where you get shot once, or the door where you get shot twice?
The when you get shot once, that's what you would go for. But that what I'm trying to say is during his election.
I'm going to give you the same counter argument that you just gave me. Why would you keep walking into that same door when you know you're going to get shot once? Don't you want change? Don't you think it's insane that you're just going to continue to get shot once every day?
But what's the change? There isn't really a change here. It's still the same.
You're just going to
presidency.
keep walking into that door where you got shot once, even though you now have the option to choose number door where you get shot twice. Why the fuck would you choose door number one where you get shot once? Is it because it's still going to be harm reducing compared to the only alternative?
But what you're saying is,
I want a yes or no. Will you continue to choose that door where you get shot once, as it will be harm reducing compared to the only alternative where you get shot twice?
it'll be harm reducing. So yes, I do.
Yeah, and that's why you should have voted for Kamala Harris, because although right, Biden and Harris were pro-Israel, and I didn't like that either, it is the case that the only alternative was Trump, who is much more pro-Israel and much worse for Palestinians. So that's why you should have voted for Kamala Harris, because although you were staying with that same pro-Israel script, it's harm reducing compared to the only other choice you had, realistically speaking.
So Dean, let me ask you. So for at least this pro-Palestinian part, you voted more so the Democratic route because of the lesser of two evils.
Yes. Now, I want you to relate the analogy that I just used to demonstrate why you should choose the lesser of two evils as it would relate to the two doors, one where you get shot once and one where you get shot twice, and voting for Kamala Harris compared to Trump.
As to why I should vote for Kamala instead of Trump.
Yeah, I just gave you an argument that logically demonstrated why you should have.
Okay. So the reason
I don't want you to give me a reason. I want you to tell me what's wrong in my argument.
what's wrong in your argument. Okay, so what I would say is wrong in your argument is that I preface this by saying my mindset during the election. Now looking back, it wouldn't be as so. But I'm saying my mindset during the time of the election, seeing that these 4 years, the actions that were given, because me as a person, I say actions way more than words. So with actions being what they were, I saw that this Biden administration, action-wise, weren't
Remember,
really helping
you're
the cause.
you're still not critiquing my argument. You're just going back to what you think and how you feel. I want you to
No,
critique
I
my
am
argument.
critiquing your argument because what your argument was is the second door you get shot twice.
My argument was that Kamala Harris, would have caused less harm to Palestinians than Donald Trump.
Yes, because the second door you said would shoot you twice.
Yeah,
And I said
yeah.
the first door will shoot you once.
So could you tell
What
me
I'm saying is during
where
the
my logic
election.
is wrong?
Exactly. So what
Or are
I'm
you
saying,
saying like prior to the election you just didn't know that?
okay, so during the election, right?
Yes or no? During the election, are you saying that you just simply didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
I thought there was a
phenomenal. So now I'm going to respond to that. So in retrospect, from what you know today, should you have voted for Kamala Harris?
no, still no.
Okay, well then the reason that you disagree with my argument isn't because you didn't know that, because now you have certain knowledge that Kamala Harris was better for Palestine than Trump. You fucking
Kamala
donut.
Harris.
Like prefrontal lobe is just not present, man. I'm so surprised that you are a student at UCLA.
What was the question you asked me? I'm sorry.
So you just told me that even though you possess certain knowledge now that Kamala Harris would have been better for Palestinians, you still would have voted for Trump. So in what sense are you pro-Palestine?
Wait. So what I heard was, would I have thought that Kamala would be better for Palestine now? I don't know that. How would I know that?
Maybe it's because Biden and Harris placed a pause on weapon shipments for things such as 3,000-pound bombs, which Trump has since condemned their administration for doing and unpaused the weapon shipments, and because Biden and Harris supported at least some humanitarian support for Palestinians. And now Donald Trump has directed Israel to revoke all humanitarian support for Palestinians. And then the most obvious point is that Donald Trump explicitly called for the ethnic cleansing of 1.4 million Palestinians off of the Gaza Strip, and has made a deal with Israel to then gain ownership of the Gaza Strip unrightfully without the consent of the Palestinians, to level it, destroy it, and rebuild it, while then giving the Palestinians no right to return. While then also posting an AI video on his Instagram account, his Twitter account, of 50-foot golden statues of himself with him and Netanyahu sitting in little like towels at the beach while like people dance and praise Trump. Is that enough reason to make you believe that Kamala Harris was better for Palestinians compared to Trump?
Yeah, from what you said, it's like, I think that's pretty refreshing.
So
That
in retrospect,
what
should you have
what
voted for Kamala Harris?
no, so with what you're saying, it's that Trump is an ass and he sucks, which I agree with you. But thing is,
So in retrospect, should you have voted
again,
for
what
Kamala
with
Harris?
your argument is you're saying that in this world, if Kamala were to be voted in, oh my gosh, she'd be so much better than Trump. And I don't know if that's an argument that I would write on, or reason that I
Did
would write
Kamala
on.
Harris want to occupy and own the Gaza Strip and ethnically cleanse 1.4 million people?
That's the thing. That's what happened under her administration, or his, or Biden's administration. It's what happened. That
So
was the action that
you're
was
talking
done.
about the ongoing ethnic cleansing of Palestinians at the hand
With,
of the state of Israel, supported and condoned by America, and you're right. However, I would say that the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians at the hand of Israel, is bad. Okay, but the U.S. also jumping into the equation and personally ethnically cleansing 1.4 million Palestinians, every human remaining on this strip, is worse.
but what I'm saying is glorifying, let's say Kamala, glorifying her to be the savior of Palestinians. I think it's just an insult. Just say
Okay,
that.
so I've never glorified her as the savior of Palestinians. I've just merely pointed out the fact that more Palestinians will suffer under Trump's admin compared to the amount of Palestinians that would have suffered under Biden and Harris's admin. So I do just want to clarify, now that you know that Donald Trump is worse for Palestinians, should you have voted for Kamala Harris?
That's the thing. So, Dean, with your argument,
I
it's
want a yes or a no.
Dean, when you were presented with
I'm
yes or
so
no,
sorry. This is not a yes or no. I want you to give me a yes or a no.
that's kind of hypocritical, Dean. When you're
Yeah,
presented,
asking for a clear answer to my question is not hypocritical. It's expected. So now please give me a clear answer to my question. Now that we understand that Donald Trump's administration leads to more suffering for more Palestinians than what Kamala Harris's administration would have, should you have voted for Kamala Harris?
sure, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So
If that's what, yeah.
I appreciate you for conceding. Hopefully you have learned something today. And what I want you to do moving forward from this conversation is to be more open-minded, okay? Because it has now taken me close to 20 minutes to break through to you, but this is a very obvious argument that should be intuitive with less than 3 sentences. I had to repeat myself on multiple points, at minimum 3 or 4 times, just to demonstrate a very simple fact, all right? And I want you to be open-minded on this topic specifically, because your lack of open-mindedness and your appeal to virtue signaling leads to more harm, more human rights violations, and more death. So I think it is very, very important moving forward, just keep your mind a little bit more open and sincerely try to operate on logic, fact, and what is going to be best for the propagation and progression of our species. So is there anything else that you want to add on here before I move on to the next guest?
No, I just thought, Dean, when I got on this, it wasn't to argue with you. My thing wasn't, I think you're very quick to be hostile with your, and I think it's a byproduct of being passionate about what you're talking about, which I do respect. But with me, I just prefer open discourse and just talking. Like I learn from you. My whole thing was to just learn,
Yeah.
especially from the other side.
In my mind,
But I think
I was way too nice to you. I'm gonna go ahead and kick you. Move on to the next guest. I do
In
appreciate
your
you
mind,
for
you're
coming up.
fucking stupid.
Is this where you leave and run away? You're gonna leave, right? Thomas, thank you so much for the $25 donation over on YouTube Super Chat. Let's get at least 250 W's for Thomas down below in that live chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Thomas. What's up? Did he vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Hey, man, did he vote for Trump?
Hey, am I here?
Yeah, did he vote for Trump?
Oh my gosh, thank goodness. This is super surprising that I actually got through. Yeah, I voted for Trump.
Why'd you do that?
Well, there's a lot of reasons I voted for Trump, but I'm more curious about your continuous narcissism that you spill out to all of the younger generations.
Dean, you narcissist!
Wait, you
Well,
better
it's
let
not
him
the first
talk,
time you
bro.
heard that. It's
You
not the first time you heard that.
you better stop interrupting him, Parker. You're being a real a-hole, man.
Oh, Parker's here too? Let's go. Let's
Okay,
go.
just keep
oh my
talking. You're
gosh.
calling
We
me a
have
narcissist.
the team of narcissists. Let's
You're
go.
calling me a narcissist. Pick up where you left
No.
off. We won't interrupt you.
Yes,
guys.
so I'm very curious about the narcissistic view on ideology of how people think that they should live versus how you think they should live. Because we're hearing a lot of jargon about how you think Americans should being the verb here, should actually act when you are really nobody special. So tell me about your narcissism. I want to know why you really think that we as a society, even the people who voted for Trump, should be living by your opinions. So I'm super curious. Let's go.
Thank you so much for the question. So having critical discussions.
Critical, okay.
Don't
Keep
interrupt
going.
me. So having
Oh,
critical.
I will.
Okay, then I'll put you on mute.
Okay, I won't. I won't.
Good boy. So having critical discussions
Pussy.
about how individuals should act is what
And what I
abolished
eat.
Good for you, Parker.
That was not only what that was.
Are you going to continue or what?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and continue here. So having critical discussions about how individuals should act is what abolished slavery. Having critical discussions about how individuals should act is what instituted the 19th Amendment to give women the right to vote. Having critical discussions about how individuals should act, right, abolished Jim Crow era segregation. Having critical discussions about how individuals should act, right, criminalized child marriage. Having critical discussions about how people should act, criminalize domestic violence. Having critical discussions about how people should act, created a criminal justice system where we tell people they shouldn't murder, and if you do, you'll go in jail for the rest of your life. Critical discussions about how people should act is the only way we could progress as a species. So when you tell me that I'm a narcissist and doing something wrong for having critical discussions about how people should act, it makes you sound like Satan from the Bible. The motherfucking Grinch. A goddamn reverse Jesus. Take it away.
Dean, are you calling him the Antichrist?
Makes him sound like the Antichrist. Only the Antichrist.
Well, I
would
just
say
hopped
something
here.
silly
We
as-
have the Grinch Antichrist on the live right now. Grinch Antichrist, how you doing?
That's seriously, only the Antichrist would condemn critical discussion about how people should act so we could understand, recognize, and acknowledge what's wrong and then tell people not to do it because it's wrong.
Reverse Jesus is wild. Dean, what comes out of Dean's brain sometimes is like some of the funniest shit, dude.
Am I muted? Did you mute me?
Yes,
No,
I did.
you're not muted. I currently can hear you.
So I unmuted you, but
Oh
I
my
will
gosh,
say,
I was just going on and on about this. That is the epiphany of what a narcissist is. A narcissist will intentionally call out people's personal opinions, and they will then exploit them. And what you're doing is you
Debate?
Wait, Parker, just let him
No,
finish.
it's not a debate.
Let the guy
because
finish.
it's not a debate because what is being brought up right now is something that has happened in the past. It's not something that's
Yeah, but
currently
it's not a
in the present. So you can't sit there and bring up these false ideologies about your opinion on
You're
things
talking
that
about things
happened
I've done in the past. Dude. You're exploiting things I've done in the past.
Not you
Wait,
specifically. I'm talking about this is your argument.
Watch
Your whole
this.
argument is
This is about to
thinking
become
about
paradoxical.
What has happened?
I have a question. Are you saying that
Oh
I
my
shouldn't?
God.
I have a question. Are you
Do you
saying?
even give me the definition for paradoxical?
I
Like, you don't even know.
I have a question.
I'm curious.
So I have a question. Are you saying that I shouldn't act narcissistically?
I think absolutely because you don't allow people.
Are you telling me how I should and shouldn't act predicated on your personal opinion?
That in itself, that expression of that response.
He's giving his opinion.
is
He
proving-
thinks it's good. Actually,
that's not an
I just want to let you
opinion.
know.
That's not an
by
opinion.
you engaging in this debate, you're showing that you do believe that like you think that like engaging in dialogue is meaningful. Otherwise, you wouldn't have engaged in deciding to come on the live in the first place.
Bet you didn't think
That's
about that
what I
one,
don't
bud.
understand about like
No,
this
I think
opinion
that
here on the
I
live.
think that your egos are allowing yourselves to put yourselves in a position where you think higher of your opinion than others' opinions, and that is
I think that's.
essence
Let's just be
the
totally honest.
definition of
Let's
somebody
just
who
be
is narcissistic.
do you see your opinion as the same as a flat earther's opinion?
I see my opinion as somebody who has a voice, just like you have a
Do
voice.
you
However,
see
I'm
your
not
opinion the same as a
I'm
flat
not
earther?
projecting, but I don't project my voice like you guys do.
Do you think that
guys
you're
project
You're doing
your
it right
voice
now.
on
You're doing it right now.
opinions on other
You're in
people.
front of like 11,000 people. You're doing it right now.
Okay, 11,000 people.
I
Let me
have
see
a
the
question.
comments.
Hey, do you
Let me
think
see
that?
this- Let me see the comments.
Do you
here.
think that? Do you think
Because,
that?
these
hey,
comments are
hey,
telling
hey,
me that I'm right, not you?
Hey, do you think that you have moral high ground over Hitler?
Absolutely not. I don't think I have moral high ground over anybody, and I don't think about my.
Dude,
And I don't think. And listen.
Shut the fuck up! No, stop
Okay,
talking.
well, you don't let
No,
people, you
just
don't let people
no.
talk. You don't
I
let
want to
people
run
talk.
this point. I want to run this
literally
point.
just sit there and
I want to run. I want to
interject
run
your
this point. I want to run this point,
opinion
Parker.
after opinion.
Watch this. Okay, so you don't think that you
Watch
have. You don't think that you have moral high ground over Hitler. So do you think that good and bad people exist?
Yes.
Well, if good and bad people exist, would good people have moral high ground over bad people?
Do you think that everybody is born? Do you believe? Have you ever done a psychology 101 class?
I'd happily answer
Nurture
your
versus
question
nature.
after you answer mine. So if
Well,
you do think that good and
your
bad people
question's
exist,
really,
do you think that good
your
people have
question's
high
not
ground?
an answer.
moral high ground over bad
What you're
people?
doing is you're positioning somebody in a corner
So,
to
I-
answer something that you want them to say.
I just want to
So
clarify.
That's not fair.
I just want to clarify. You just told me that my question isn't an answer. So, hey, Mr. Donut, yeah, questions are not answers. So thank you for stating the obvious. Holy fucking shit. And so far as a response to the second part of your statement there, you just told me that I am placing you in a corner, and that's unfair. So that's called being a good debater. I placed you in a fucking corner, right, by showing how your views entail absurdities, no matter how you try to redirect them, meaning that you either have to concede outright and say that your views are abundantly wrong and false, or you have to stay right there in that corner like a good boy. Crisscross motherfucking applesauce, man. Okay? But I want to clarify, this is not my fault, okay? Because I was not the one that said, I don't have moral high ground over Hitler. I was not the one that said, morality is wrong and we shouldn't tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do, meaning the criminal justice system as a whole is unwarranted. I was not the one that showed these bullshit DUMB, ASS, donut-ass beliefs, right, in front of over 11,000 people. That was you, okay? So the only person doing anything unfair to you is yourself. Go ahead.
Okay, dude, do you want to like hold up? I'm sorry. Like to say that you are morally equivalent to Hitler is like the most insane take ever. To say that you values that you view it that way, and to say that he also said that you think it's narcissistic to view your position to be better than Hitler's. That's like insane. And by the way, I just want you to know what better means. Better means in preference to yourself. Like you're referencing what you prefer. Right? If you think something is better, you specifically prefer it to something else. So like that doesn't even make any sense. because you're saying that having a preference is narcissistic. That's essentially what you're arguing.
Hey man, can you click on your profile picture and unmute yourself? And then preferably after you make a fool out of yourself by saying
Don't be a
some other-
narcissistic. You just used a preference. Please stop.
Wait, 1 second. Man, you have to click on your profile picture to unmute yourself. Just hit the icon of the mic. As soon as you do unmute yourself, you could either embarrass yourself by saying some more
Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize I had muted myself.
phenomenal. I'm talking real quick. So you could either now choose to embarrass yourself. I am talking. So you could either choose to embarrass yourself further by saying some more stupid shit, or you could just tell us why you voted for Trump.
I would love to embarrass myself more because this is the exact example of the people.
Are you a masochist?
Hey, are you gonna let me listen? Are you gonna let me talk?
If you tell me if you're a masochist.
Are you gonna let me talk? So these people are the people who
public humiliation,
who these
is it a thing
juvenile people listen to, who think that they are right because they say words that maybe are in the vocabulary of not their own, and unfortunately they are subject to listening to you and possibly believing that whatever you say is correct when in fact, in factual terms, Patrick, whatever his name is, he whatever he says,
my God.
You guys
My
literally
name's right here. It says it right here.
Okay. So
I don't care. I don't care
think,
about you.
If you think
because
the
you sound
only
dumb.
reason...
You guys literally sound so dumb.
Okay. Here's
you
the
don't
thing.
sound like.
Here's the thing.
Like
if
how many countries
reason,
have you been to? How many countries you've been
if
to?
you think the only
Answer
reason...
that. How many countries you've been to?
If you think the only reason, right, that why people listen to us is because I use big words, prove it
Patrick.
by telling me why Donald Trump was a better pick for the presidency compared to Kamala Harris and beating me in a debate. You're not going to do it. You're terrified.
No, I'm not terrified at all.
Yeah. Because when you come on a fucking debate live and you're like, oh, you guys don't know anything, you're DUMB and shit like that. Okay. Well, this is literally, oh my God. It's beautiful. Okay. Because then you have to prove that assertion, sir. You have to justify the premise that you're suggesting. Okay. And the way that you could justify that idea is by beating me in a debate. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. This is like calling somebody broke and they're like, let's go ban for ban. Okay. All right. We got a definitive objective measure, right, of your claim that we could test right here, right now. And that test would be a debate. So why don't you tell me why you think that Donald Trump is a better pick for the presidency compared to Kamala Harris? And Alicia, thank you so much for the $5 on PayPal. I'm you. Do the whole... There you go.
Bull crap. I keep getting muted and I'm not muting myself. You're muting me. So this is bullcrap.
No one's muting you. You're doing that to yourself.
Well, I'm not touching my phone, so how is that happening?
You must accidentally
I'm on headset right now.
You must accidentally be doing it.
Randall, thank you for the $10 YouTube
No, I'm not
chat.
accidentally doing
anything. Thank you so much for
I'm
teaching me
literally
big
on
words.
headset.
You're welcome, Randall. Can you please respond to what I said?
So Dean, you specifically are literally the protagonist that in the movies, if you're watching a science fiction movie, that people hate. And the reason being is because you're so ideological. You think that everything that you say is correct and you want to make a muse at anybody else's expense.
I'm sorry. Why would he say something that he thinks is incorrect? Why would he say something he thinks?
So, bud, that's cute. Tell me why I'm wrong.
But you're making the Democratic Party look like they're nothing. Like all of the years that even way before you were born.
Now tell me why Trump is the better pick for the presidency.
Bro wants you to be disingenuous.
I don't even know why this keeps going back to just
That's
Trump.
a good point.
It's talking about clarity. It's talking about respect.
You want to know why this?
It's talking about ethics.
You want to know why I keep directing this conversation?
You have no empathy. You have no empathy.
You want to know why? You want to know why I keep directing this? Okay, I have no empathy, but you support the guy that posted an AI video on his Instagram account after ethnically cleansing 1.4 million people with 50-foot golden statues of himself. Shut your bitch ass up. Now answer the question. Why did you vote for Trump?
Okay. I voted for Trump for multiple reasons because I love the idea of the American capitalism. I think that it's important for people to fight for what they want, and I think that it's important for people to have the ability to be who they want to be. And in the United States, we have the ability because we are free. If you have never been to another country, which I did ask you, what other countries have you been to? Have you traveled around? Have you seen other cultures?
I have been to every country in the world. Every single one.
You lie. You lie.
I'm not
You
lying. I'm
lie.
being totally honest with you.
All
I have
right,
10
prove
children. I've been to every country in the world.
Prove it.
Now,
Prove it.
what do you mean prove
Now,
it? How about you prove it?
learn-
Have you been to, how many countries have you been to, bro?
22.
Oh, that's not
22
enough. I've
countries.
been to 23.
Okay, so you have to understand the diplomacy.
Honestly, dude, you need to go to more
countries.
You need to experience more things before you come on alive and talk to me, someone who's been to
So-
23 countries.
Why are you trying to rebuttal? Why are you trying to rebuttal and
So
lie?
I just
You're
got- I
literally
just got a-
rebuttaling with a lie.
I just got a really
You're
funny-
lying.
One
No,
second.
I'm not.
I just got a
Yes,
really
you
funny-
are. And
One
these
moment.
people who are listening to you think that
Down!
you're being honest.
Down,
when
boy,
you're
down!
literally a liar.
Down, boy,
You're
down, boy,
downright a liar.
down, boy, down, boy. I just got a YouTube super chat from Andrew for $10, and it says this guest is the literal definition of an ad hominem. That is really fucking funny and really fucking true. But
And that's
now
really
that- so
fucking
now
funny.
that
It's one comment.
Damn,
Because every
damn,
other comment here is
damn.
saying that they agree with me.
you are Delulu.
That's funny.
You are Delulu. Anyways, so to get
Okay,
back
keep
to the
calling
debate,
me Delulu, but read your comments.
I will, quite frankly. To get
I-
back
my-
to the
my-
debate,
my
what are
comments
we
seem to
doing?
think
Let's
you're not
see
very
it.
smart.
Here we go. My comment doesn't really think to seem that you're really that smart either. I don't even know.
If your
where that
rebuttal,
is.
if your rebuttal
my
is an
rebuttal
insult,
is
you already
about
lost.
to come. You have spent the last 15 minutes insulting me. God
No.
damn it.
Not
I can't,
really,
I
I'm
can't
just
take
calling
this.
you out
So
on you- I'm calling
I'm
you
just
out
calling
on
you out
all
for
the-
being
your
Delulu.
things
Then therefore, it's not an
Wait,
insult.
okay,
Take
hold
that.
Hold on.
No,
Let's just-
I
let's just
rattled
see.
it up.
Everyone
I
in the chat-
rattled it up.
than me.
Everyone,
Why
everyone in
louder?
the chat, everyone in the chat, type. If you agree that the guest is Delulu, type 3 in the comment section. Okay. Every single person who's on this live, even if you're not even at your phone right now, go to your phone and type 3 in the comment section. If you think this fucking guest is Delulu, please do it. I
And
see a lot
while-
of 3s. I'm
and
just letting you
while-
know. I see a lot of 3s.
And I
Tremendously high.
And while you guys are spamming a 3 in the chat, it's going to get that guest unmuted. Now, I do want to preface. After you unmute yourself, I just want you to listen to me while I speak, while I have the mic, while you listen. Now, what you'll get out of listening to me while I speak and not interrupting is that I'll listen to you while you speak and I won't interrupt you. Pretty fantastic how that one works, right? But the first step is making sure that your mic is on so I know that you're present, aware, and actively listening to what I say. So there you
Oh,
go.
so you
Okay.
sent that request for my mic
So,
on. Okay.
I'm now going to go back to responding to your position. So we've been able to get an argument out of you insofar as why you voted for Trump. You told us that you voted for Trump because you're in support of capitalism and individuals fighting for what they get. So in other words, you just want people to be able to scale in our economy via the input of work, effort, or labor as easy as possible, right?
Is that rhetorical? Yes.
No. That's right. Awesome. Okay. Well, here's the thing, right, about economic mobility and scaling in a functioning capitalist society. It is actually easier to scale. You have more economic mobility, right, when there's better social safety nets that exist in that country. So in a lot of Nordic countries, what we see is the abundance of social safety nets insofar as high child tax credits, social safety nets for low-income constituents, etc. All of these things that only the Democrat Party has been advocating for, compared to Trump, is what helps you scale easier. Very, very sad, quite frankly. Could have banned for harassment and bullying. I think they're finally legislating on the use of the term donut. Don't think I could call people
Just
donuts
things like
anymore.
that, right? As important.
JT, sorry, that was my For You page. JT, thank you so much for the $10 YouTube super chat. That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, JT. JT says this guy makes me want to scream. Keep owning him. Thank you. I'm very familiar with that archetype of a person. I've spoken with many of them before. You kind of learn how to deal with them. Let's go and watch my most recent TikTok. America's on its way to a recession, and the stock market is in a free fall after Trump announced his tariffs on Canada and Mexico will be going into effect tomorrow, and there's nothing that can be done to stop them. Americans are losing money, and they're losing it fast. Since Trump's announcement just 1 hour ago, Dow Jones has gone down by 2%, wiping out all of the gains made so far under his administration. And if you don't invest, you'll still be losing money because the goods you buy will be more expensive. We're talking pharmaceuticals, lumber, cars, tequila, avocados, and plenty of other goods will be going up in price, and you need to be aware of that. Not to mention that all of this comes as the Atlanta Fed is projecting that our GDP will go down by 3% in the first quarter of 2025. 1 month ago, they projected it would be going up by 4%, and that is a stark contrast to where we're at today because of Trump's policy. Yeah, guys, so there's kind of the breaking news of the day. Trump is once again fucking America over for something America doesn't deserve by implementing tariffs, destroying our stock market, destroying our consumers. It's just absolutely fucking insane. Holy hell, absolutely fucking unreal. Yo, Kuma, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. And Andrew, thank you for the $2 saying, best case scenario for joint session tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, man. I'm like, the government is just doing so many things that I didn't expect. Significantly worse. Wait, I missed Steph? Wait. Okay, so the way I read off super chats is when they pop up at the top. Sometimes when the chat is just going way too fast. And I don't see Steph. Can someone comment her message? Because I just don't see Steph. I don't see Steph. Wait. There's a way. If I go to analytics on the stream, and then I go to viewer activity. Oh, look at this, guys. I'm figuring out YouTube. Brandon with the $2. Thank you so much for the love. And then Steph with a 5 saying, hi, Dean. You missed my last donut a couple days ago, but could you say hi to my girlfriend, Sky? I love you. Steph, I'm so sorry for missing 2 of your donos. And hello to Steph's girlfriend, Sky. Thank you so much. Anti-Matters with $3. Mirko with the £2, quite frankly. Thank you guys so much. And there we go. Look at that. And Sapphire with the 12 Poland dollars. Thank you for the love. Very, 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 very kind, quite frankly. Okay. So at this time, we still have that account banned. Okay. We still have that account gone. Unreal, if you ask me. See, this is why I love having the YouTube stream running simultaneously, is because everybody's able to come over here and we don't get taken down. I was talking about this earlier. I guess I'll talk about it again now since we have significantly larger amount of people in here. Is that Hassan got banned off of Twitch, and apparently he's going to start posting on YouTube. Audrey, thank you for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate you for that love. Everyone show some love to Audrey. That's awesome. Thank you so much. W's for Audrey. So we're going to see how that one works out. Apparently got banned for calling for the killing of a senator. So in Minecraft, of course. In Minecraft. Don't ban me. Okay. Pretty crazy, right? Yo, Janet, thank you so much for the $50 super chat saying, my man, Dean. Janet, we love you. Queen Janet is in the chat. Thank you so much for the love, Janet. Everyone, please show some love to Janet. We love you here. Queen Janet is in the chat. Okay. All right. Let's see if we get back into those debates. We're just seriously waiting for the appeal on that account to go through. Phenomenal. Minnie with the $10 super chat saying, Dean, can you help give good website sources to show my family the truth? I can't seem to find good sources. Kruger with a $5 saying, what's up, Dean? I need a haircut and I really like yours. What kind of cut is it? I'm not going to lie, I don't know. I just have a relationship with the barber. I'm like, do this. And then he does it. Just honestly, if I was you, I'd just take a screenshot of my head and then show it to your barber and say, do this. And if they're a good barber, they'll do it. Mari, thank you for the $2. Okay. All right. Phenomenal. So anyways, Minnie, for a source for claims, I could happily help you out. However, it'd be predicated on you giving me the claims that you'd like a source to, because it's going to be different from various places. So yeah. Okay. Account update, appeal approved. Okay. So we've had 3 successful appeals so far today. This is insane, Chad. Absolutely fucking crazy. TikTok continues to take us down, but then we continue to get the account back. Hey, also, I just want to give a quick shout out before we hop right back into the debates to Aaron. So Aaron has been hate watching for a month. Okay. Can we all please show some love to Aaron? This guy's in the chat all day, every day. I think we need to show him some love for being a super fan, a mega fan. Okay. Callie, thank you so much for the $10 donation over on YouTube Super Chat saying, Nakataki points crumble like stale crackers when you break them down with ease. Dean, your logic, intelligence, and are on another level. Appreciate is all that you do. We need more people like you. Callie, that's so incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, Callie, for the donation and the kind message. So, yeah, Aaron, bro, bud, I've seen you. This guy's been in here every single day. Aaron says, please stop wasting your money and time. Don't remain ignorant and do your own research. Don't let anybody brainwash you. I'm pretty sure that was a 2-part message after he's like, fuck you, Dean. I absolutely hate you. I hope you die. Eat shit. So, we see where he stands.